What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I'm your host, AD Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. I appreciate you guys for being here and rocking with us. Just another day. Man. So I pray all is well. Thank you guys for being here, being a part of all that we do. Again, make sure you share. What's up, Richard? Good morning, sir. What up? What up? What up? Thank you for being here, being a part of all that we do. You could be anywhere, but you're rocking with. So I do not take that for granted. So today we are discussing. Hey, Lisa, blessings to you, my friend. Blessings. I'm having a day today. I'm having just one of those days. So today we're talking about how do we deal with not being petty. And I appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We had some community stuff working with SCCM and Tyra Elementary. Great time. So we appreciate you guys for being here. So I'm not like high energy today. Like, trying to get there. life. Shout out to the top level pros that do this every day on TV, and they come in with the smiles and the same energy. It said that we all like, man. Listen, I ain't even saying I'm special. Good. Whew. Good morning, sweetie. Um, so I'm not gonna be before you long. I have some stuff I need to take care of. This is just one of those days, but I did want to come on because I was on the brink of canceling today's broadcast. On the brink. you're you're a top level pro. Oh, but I don't have the makeup and the flights to get me. I don't have a studio. I need a studio audience, guys. I need me a studio audience. So I'll come out to some clapping. Yeah, let's go. That'll could send me out. You know, when you're in a quiet room by yourself, you gotta encourage and hype. Like, yes, let's go. And hear the crowd in your ear or in your head. Um, so today is about how do we deal with not being petty. Um, I don't know. This topic kind of sat on me this morning. He said you better get them kids up. It makes, I do not want to look at them. Yay, daddy, go get it. It's not gonna help my energy. But good suggestion though. Good suggestion. So again, we welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy, where we don't stand out, we stand up. Oh, listen, that's coming. It's a great applause track. Oh yeah, we're gonna have that. Know that we're gonna have the whole shebang. When I get this soundboard thing going, it's gonna be on and popping. All right, so today we're talking about how do we deal with not being petty. Excuse me. All right, so I want you to stay tuned. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. If you're not on, make sure you go to the Facebook. I need you to hit that notification right there, like right there. See that? Hit that, and then you'll never miss a broadcast. As well as join our text community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576, and you will never miss a broadcast. Again, we're going to have a wonderful conversation. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, you're alive. Dun, 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 dun. You remember that? Sesame Street? Hey, Mama Corey, great morning to you. Oh, you're alive, alive, alive. Come on, you remember? You're alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so appreciate you guys. I'm trying to get myself hyped up a little bit. So appreciate you guys again for being with us and rocking with us every day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, make sure you share. connect with somebody. Let everybody know that the brothers are on. Again, we are vastly approaching our 500th episode. Don't follow the numbers on YouTube. I'm trying to correct that. I keep messing that up, but definitely vastly approaching the 500th episode. So we have some guests we're gonna have come through and have a great time that week. All right. So make sure you share. Make sure you are connecting with other brothers, other sisters, other people, letting them know about the Brothers of Legacy. Again, we appreciate you for being here because you could be watching anything, but you're watching us, and I don't take that for granted. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and kick this off. Pastor Baby coming through, but I'll be here for a little bit. I kind of want to talk about this, dealing with not being petty. All right, so let's do this and that, and all right, let's kick this off.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
This episode is brought to you by. All right, so, oh man, right on Tiki Time. Good morning.
Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How we doing out there in BOL land?
Ooh. Ooh.
What?
It's one of them days. One of them days. Just all right. So
it's one of them days.
Right. Listen, did you know? I don't know. I have not backed it up. I think Sam might have said it, or we kind of agreed that just one of them days was about that time of the month.
I'm never singing that again. Thank you.
Did you know about, and also did you know about Brown Sugar and what he was talking about? That song, Brown Sugar Baby. He was talking about,
I figured it had to do with the art of sex.
No, he's talking about weed.
Weed?
I get
Brown
high
sugar?
off your lover. Don't know how to behave. Better in Philly. Yep. If you listen to it, it all comes together. And honestly, I didn't know and pay attention till Angie Martinez. She's a DJ from New York, and she's like, she's never gonna play that song on her show anymore. She said because it was talking about weed, and this was like early on when it first kind of came out. And I was like, "What you talking about?" Then I listened to it like, "Oh, oh."
Obviously, he didn't take a note from Rick James. Rick James made it clear when he talked about Mary Jane.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So just a little facts. If you guys didn't realize, and I know everyone's gonna be listening to them songs now, like, Listen, and back in the day, though, and I'm off topic. I don't care because I need to just kind of let's talk a little bit. Back in the day, you ever realize like there's a lot of songs like I'll be listening to them like, oh, they cleverly disguised with their kind of, you had to listen to it with adult ears, like, I see what you're trying to say there. I see. I see.
Yeah, there was a song back in the 80s, White Horse, don't ride the white horse, don't ride the white pony.
I don't think I heard that one. And he's talking about
yeah, that was like 83, 82, wow. 83, something like that. And it was cocaine.
Right.
White line.
I think yeah. Good morning, Keita. Oh man.
Morning, Keita. Hey, Richard Fay. Good to see you, sir. Hey, Mom, Samantha, Richard, everybody.
Richard, what I'm gonna need you to do.
Speak to everybody though, right? Yeah, I did.
Richard, I know things are different where you at, but I'm gonna need you to spell everything in the American way. Not American, but how we do it here in North America. Right?
Yeah.
Favorite. I'm gonna need you to spell it. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just
favorite theater. It's ER, not RE.
In color,
Center and CENTER, not CENTRE. Y'all need to get that right.
Get that right.
Not centre, theater.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm done joking.
We're done. Through. All right. So today we're talking about how do we deal with not being petty. how do we deal with not being petty when things happen and your response wants to be the emotional get back, or or you just want to do something to irritate the other person because they did something to irritate you, just because it's not going to help the situation, but it's just gonna somehow internally make you feel better. even like, even if it's something that, because that you do that doesn't necessarily affect them, where you just be like, well, why would they do that? like you get mad, somebody say something, you just unfriend them, you're like, why did they unfriend me? Like, did that make sense? Like, just the little stuff. Like, how do you deal? Like, and I don't know what your petty level, your petty level pastor, now and in the past. I don't know if I may have been, because pettiness is kind of like a passive aggressive kind of thing. Like, instead of pass this what I don't like, you made me feel like this, and let's deal with it. I'm gonna just like, oh, is that what we're gonna do, Pastor? I'm gonna get that back. Like, you got it this time, but my pettiness says I'm gonna win the next time. Have you ever been in that space, to do something, or let's just say wanting to do something like petty, and you just kind of like, that's petty. You gotta have the conversation in your head, like, you know what, that's petty. That's not gonna help. I know we want to do this, but that's not gonna help the situation. So,
I mean, I think first you have to recognize that there are levels to petty.
Right.
I have from a personality standpoint, like there's a lot of pettiness going on in this world, a lot of petty going on in families and communities, work, on the job, in sports. There's a lot of stuff that would be considered, that would qualify as petty.
Right.
But I think the more serious your response, the less petty it is, and the more it becomes a deeper issue. So just dealing strictly with petty.
Yeah.
I've always, people have always mattered. Relationships have mattered, even when I didn't understand the value of a relationship. I've never had the type of personality to, irritatingly get back. Right. Yeah. It's never like, I've never been that kind of person to trip with people like that.
Gotcha.
It has to be something substantially frustrating. And then I'm going to call you on it. I'm not going to be petty. I don't believe that.
Okay.
But people who know me would have to say something to me, because I've never been considered petty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? Yeah. That makes sense. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking the same. Like, I don't think I've been petty. Sam's on here, so she'll let me know. She's, because for the most part, I know I've put on good face for everybody, and the fortunate, unfortunate, everybody, anyone that's been married, you're married, your wife knows you unmasked in the most highest level of irritated state. If they've been around you 5 years or more, they know.
I will unapologetically say, in my opinion,
okay,
you petty with me sometimes. Okay, but I think she means on a low level.
Yeah,
on a low level type.
Okay.
And I get that. I think that being married to someone, I'm sure that there are situations where my wife would probably categorize it as petty.
Right.
I think you can. I don't think you can be with somebody 20 years and not have experience in pettiness.
A petty moment. Yeah.
Right.
At least one time. At least once.
Yeah. My wife and I, we lift and put down the toilet seat for each other.
Okay.
Whenever I use a bathroom, I
Right.
always put the toilet seat back down. When
Right,
she
right.
uses the bathroom, she always lifts it up, so it's already up when I come in the bathroom.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Gotcha.
Petty
Gotcha.
is I go in the bathroom knowing she used it and the seat is down.
Right. I got you.
Oh, I must have did something. Right?
Right.
So to me,
Right.
and about 25 years
Right.
into
Yeah.
this thing,
Yeah.
that's legal.
Yeah.
Right? But he's right. He's not petty by by nature.
Yeah,
See, that's what I
right.
mean. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like cooking today. Oh. You didn't feel like taking the trash out. Oh. Oh.
Right.
Okay, right. So that's what I mean. But here's my point. Sam's about to get mad. Sam's getting ready to get mad. Sam's getting mad. Sam, I'm gonna prophesy right now.
Speak.
That Samantha Wilson Walker is getting ready to say something sarcastic to me. In my experience,
okay,
the comparison of petty between women and men, there is no comparison.
Okay.
Men can be petty, seriously.
Right.
But women own the crown of petty.
The crown of petty?
Women own the crown of petty.
Okay.
Y'all own it. I mean, like,
okay.
It's like 70-30.
Wow. That's a big number.
Y'all have the belt.
Oh, you're right.
I told you. I'm a prophet. I told you I was a prophet.
I'll say, like, when it comes to because I've been actively trying to connect with men and trying to get in this manosphere more. I will say I've never noticed the level of petty that my brothers have. Like, I never really felt like men were that petty. Like I never.
I learned men can be petty. Oh my!
Like someone, like I'm gonna say, like 7-8 years ago, someone asked me, like, men being petty or women. I was like, it might be an outlier, a few men that are petty, but men ain't petty like that. That would have been my response. But now it's like, yeah, men are petty. Men are seriously petty. Like they just.
All you have to do is look at politics.
Right.
We're not supporting anything that the Democrats put out. The Democrats aren't supporting anything that the Republicans put out. I don't care if it makes sense or not. We're not crossing over though.
Right. You're like, oh yeah, that's incredibly petty. Let's see. Let's see. Keita said, "Pastor, I can't agree. I work around men, and these guys outdo me in this area."
Are you in a? Right. Well, my question is: are you in a competitive environment? Is it a sales-driven environment? Because in sales,
right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of petty in sales.
Right.
A lot of petty.
Indeed.
Because the competition factor.
No comparisons. Right, Richard. He said, "Now you done it."
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I don't want to make it a man versus woman conversation, but the reality is this: what is the historical account of controlling the mood in a household?
Okay.
What happens when mama's mad versus when daddy's mad?
That's a point.
Who owns the? Yeah, I mean, historically, I don't agree with it, but this is what I've been told by married men.
Right.
Just say yes. You don't want to lie to her, brother. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want what comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So historically, it has been stated, hell hath no fury.
Right. Did a woman scored. Right.
So y'all tell me, who owns the crown? Who's got the petty belt?
Oh, let's see. Sam says, I'm not in sales. And if you saw what these guys do here, what you did. He said, but you did make it a man, woman versus men's argument.
But here's the thing. you operate in an environment like a food servicing environment, like high end food servicing environment.
Right.
So you're talking about men in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
All right. That's not necessarily petty. That's reactionary. I mean,
Nah.
I think it's
you don't want to make your woman mad in the house.
Indeed.
Sorry. The consequences of getting under your woman's skin in the house are far reaching.
Right.
All right. Let's not kid ourselves.
Right. Right. I mean, for the most part, most guys they just do what they got to do to keep peace. Do what they got to do to keep peace.
They want to survive the moment.
And it's unfortunate that can be to our detriment, pushing the peace so hard that you just like, I just take whatever to keep this peace going,
Guys be like, you handing me food and guys want you to taste it first. Is that not petty? Gotta be nervous about what you put in the food.
It's so silly.
There's all kinds of stories. Men warning men, women warning men.
Yeah.
About pettiness of women.
Yeah.
So, but I would say, like in sales-driven environments, definitely petty.
Right.
I think that in the church, there's a lot of petty in the church.
Right. Peter says that stuff probably true in the past, but now there are men that makes even myself question that theory.
Well, now you're getting into something there, Keita, that makes a whole lot. That's very relevant because in these days,
right,
there's a whole lot more petty behavior in men than in the past, right? But I just believe that as a world, we are far more sensitive than we've ever been.
Right. Yeah.
You can't say anything to people today.
Right.
Right.
Anybody.
So,
right.
So there's been a drastic increase in sensitivity overall, which increases the level of petty on both sides.
Right. Especially, 100%. 100%. He said, of course, as a man, you're going to say women are worse. I will say, like, what I've seen, like men are reactionary, petty. I've seen some women that are calculative, petty. They played a longer game. they play a longer game. Like their get back is longer, where you think it's over and you get gut checked. Let's see, the church, it's all men have turned the pulpit into a soapbox. Now that's true. I agree with that. Taking shots at folks and being shady.
The church, it's all men. The church is not all men. You be careful now. You're gonna make some women mad.
Well, from the pulpit area, of course, because I've probably seen. I'll say because I've seen more male preachers than anything. But yes, I've seen I've seen quite a few pastors and ministers, because not just a pastor. Oh yeah, this is my chance to speak, and can't nobody say nothing back. This is my opportunity to take some shots. The pettiness is all men in church. Sam, nope, that's about equal. They might, like I said, we get more of the opportunity because we get to stand on the pulpit and take shots, and you just got to eat it until we face to face.
Seriously.
And that amen.
Folks
amen
talk about me. Yeah. I'm telling you, since I didn't think people even, I didn't think I even mattered until I started preaching. Wow. I found out all kinds of stuff that was wrong with me when I started preaching.
Wow.
Yeah, people made it clear. He don't even have his license, Lisa.
Wow. So yeah, I think it is the different. Like I said, the only difference is we get more opportunity to speak on a space that can't refute. You're not allowed, at least not yet. Like that is not happening yet. Like, all right, that's enough, Pastor. You keep beating upon the people. That hasn't gone viral yet. I'm sure it's coming.
Listen, I had someone come to our church and become a part of our church family. And the gentleman said this to me, and I quote, "I'm just glad that you can preach a message that doesn't include what happened with you and your wife this morning before y'all got to church."
Wow. Wow.
He said, "Man, I'm so tired of listening to somebody preach about what's going on in their life, who they mad at."
Right.
I was told that.
Right.
So I know that it can be very petty in the church. I know that it can also be very powerful and holy in the church, but I know there's pettiness.
Yeah.
I should preach a message called "Petty in the Pulpit."
That'd be good. That'll preach. That'll be preaching.
But I won't.
Yeah. But I think with the petty, I think it's just, it comes in you. You think about it. Everyone has had a petty moment, like somebody irritate them or somebody does something, and you think about how could I effectively respond to make myself feel better? Because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you think you got a point? Oh, I got you, and you're stirring it. Like I said, for men, we're kind of like, okay, how could I react the fastest? Because I can't have too much time lapse and hit it. Whereas women, I've seen all right, we just gonna play the long game on this. I'm out. You're gonna forget about this situation by the time I get you back. He said, "No, that's petty. That's a real moment, a real wild moment." But it definitely, I think, all of us just need to take a moment, just to, because the pettiness doesn't help, and we always, like I said, pettiness is kind of like
petty doesn't pay.
Petty, right? Petty don't pay. Petty don't pay. It's a passive aggressive, and you just kind of have to deal in a moment. If Pastor does something I don't like, deal in a moment. We should be in the space to try to get back, and trying to win. Pettiness never really works out, because a lot of times, at least for men, and what I've seen, you kind of got to eat it later. Like, dude, did you really have to do all that?
Yeah.
And then you got like, man, I was mad and I was being petty. So I did such and such to get back. But in the end, yeah, did I feel good? Probably for a moment. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When you do the petty, you're like, yeah, that feels good. That feels good. But it never works out. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it today, because they're just gonna be moments. And you don't want to mess your relationships up by being petty, because relationships are torn apart or hurt because of petty. He said, Richard said, question, what about family feuds? They're gonna happen.
Family feuds are considered petty behavior.
Yes, and yes.
Generational petty.
Oh gosh, yeah. Because that's even worse, though. Yeah. Because you got your
children mad at the cousins and don't even know why.
Right. Or the other side of the family, like, just mad, right? And it's like, is this why y'all ain't invite us over for dinner? these last 2 decades, because of this,
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt, nobody got killed. They just holding on to a grudge, just holding on to it, And they just, oh no, we don't talk to them.
Right.
Like, why? Right. What happened? And then you get to the root, it's like, that don't even make sense. Because in the end, it never, no one's ever said anything that's like, oh yeah, I get you.
Right.
I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't mess with them, because it's never like he killed, that side of the family killed my cousin. Or they
no, it's like he was in my yard in the rain and he dug a mud hole in my yard and he didn't come back and fix it.
Right.
So I caused my horse to poop in his yard.
Right.
And I made him poop in his yard after every rain. So when he cut his grass, he had manure flying all. I told him I was just helping him fertilize.
Right.
Little stuff like that, right? You park your car too close to my driveway, or your trees are growing over in my yard, so I'm gonna plant something right on the edge of the lot line.
Little stuff. It's crazy, and we spend so much time
Yeah.
And that's time, that's energy. 'Cause it takes some planning. It takes some thought process in the pettiness that you could be spending doing something else. Anything
Petty
else.
does not make you whole. The Bible even what
Right.
is it in the book of Matthew, right?
Mhm.
Where's my I was gonna pull it up. Matthew talks about if thy brother trespasses against you, go and tell, like you said, go and tell him his fault.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
What is it? I got it. Oh, Bible
Okay.
right here. Go and tell him his fault, right?
Yeah.
Between you and him, right?
Right.
And if he doesn't receive you, then you have to bring a witness, right?
Right.
All of this
Right.
prevents petty.
Yes.
And then Matthew 5 says, if thou has an ought,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
What is that? What is that? Matthew 5.
So the 18 and 15 says, more if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his faults between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained
A brother.
Yes.
Right?
15, yes.
What does
Gained a brother, yes.
5, is it 5?
And it said, but if he will not hear thee, then take one or two more that are in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Every
Right.
word may be established. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So bring a witness.
But you can't be holding a
Right.
grudge.
Right.
Right?
Yes. That's
because
good.
Where is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Matthew 5 and 23.
Right.
Matthew 5 and 23. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother has an ought against thee,
right,
leave the gift before the altar and go your way. First be reconciled, and then come and offer your gift. Your offering is no good.
Right.
If there's a grudge, if there's petty.
Right. Right.
You can't be made whole.
Right.
Holding stuff to get back.
Exactly.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Right. And that's big, because you can't be whole. You can't, and that's even in a logical space where how do you expect to achieve or accomplish things when you're holding onto a grudge? Some grudges are just stupidity personified, indeed. Holding on to things that honestly, like, you need to let go. It takes energy, because every time I see Pastor, all I can see is the grudge I have against him. All I can see is the issue that, oh man, I haven't got back at him yet. Right. Oh man, and my get back is not talking to him. My get back is walking directly by him and actively not saying a word to him. I need him to feel me go by and not say anything to him. I got, you got the straight away, like I'm looking straight ahead. Like, you don't exist.
You ever been upset at your wife and you need to say something, but you don't talk?
Right.
Like there's silence to the point of discomfort. To your point, walking in the room and I'm walking by, not saying anything.
Saying nothing.
Right. You ever walk by her and kind of brush just to let it be known?
I see you, but I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's petty.
Right.
That's petty. But I believe that
that's my petty. That's my petty.
I'm going to release all of you all in these deep, long-term relationships. I think there is an allowable quotient of petty.
Okay.
Right?
Let's go.
I think there's a capacity of petty. Okay. In a deep relationship, because I believe that there's just some human nature in it. We don't want it, right? But the Bible says we're born in sin and shaped in iniquity. Right. We were built to misbehave, right? So,
that's good.
I know that my wife can identify certain moments in our relationship where she could call it petty behavior, just like I can do with her. Right. But I believe that because we've been together so long and we've seen so much of each other, there's a certain amount of petty that can be allowed. Right. And even with friendships, I think there's a certain amount of petty
Right.
that can be allowed because your friendship is strong enough to be able to withstand a certain amount of petty.
Right.
Is that right? I think that's fair. A healthy, I don't think there's anything wrong with a healthy dose of petty.
Right.
Right.
There are moments. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be moments.
But I believe that there's a problem with detrimental petty.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Because you're playing a game like in my house.
Yeah.
Uno. In this house, the game of Uno gets really petty. Okay. Like to the point of, if your feelings aren't in order, you might quit and just go to bed. Right. And the excuse would be you're tired because in this house, we never play Uno early. It's always late at night. Right. And so moms have a large dose of petty.
My mom did.
And see, I think moms were allowed petty.
Right. It's petty moments.
You spilled the milk, and mommy took too long to clean it up, and you slipped and fell on your butt. Your mom be like, "Ooh, did you fall, baby? You all right?"
I think us parents had that. You're right. I ain't gonna lie. You're right.
Yep.
Like,
look, watch.
They didn't break nothing. Oh yeah.
He gonna hit his head. Watch him hit his head. Watch it. No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Watch. He gonna learn today.
Right. So watch out, Richard. Oh, he said I disagree. Pastor Mom, a little dose maybe. She said a little dose. Listen. It's it's the I told you, and then I done told you, and yet you still gonna do. So when you hit your head, did you break something? Did you die? Then you know not to do it again. Because we don't want any heart injuries, but we need you to feel it. Oh man, like I don't want to take you to the hospital. I give you a Band-Aid. I need you to feel it. So you're right. So I agree. So there is a level of petty. See, don't do that. See, you have to go there. But yes, indeed, I am. So she said, now Anthony's the captain of petty with the with the kids. Oh yeah, a little get back.
See,
tasty. Right. Sometimes, right. She said she felt bad for them.
Yeah, but the thing is, when that petty starts coming back,
right,
your children will grow up and say, "That's learned behavior." Learned behavior.
Right. Oh man,
I've said that to my wife. Like, the kids are watching, right? Be careful. This can come back. This can come back.
Right. That petty 101. Oh man, but yeah, definitely, I do agree that Pastor made a good point there because I was on the no petty thing, but you're right. There is a level, like it's just when it gets to a grudge and you're not letting it go, and it's like always the basis of our relation is a tit for tat. Like, I'm gonna get back at you every time you come in the room. Every time I see you, it's been 3 years. I see you. Oh, it's time to get my get back this time. I'm gonna walk right in front of him and not say nothing. Like, just my whole night is how to irritate you the most.
My feeling is, when it comes to the competition of petty, I'm going to lose.
Right.
Simply because I can't emotionally, I can't afford to go back and forth.
Right.
That's why we have to be careful with petty.
Yeah.
Because petty is like that small snowball, the size of a baseball that turns into a boulder or an avalanche of petty. And so to me, it's just not worth it. Right. The value that I place on my time is worth more than continuous petty.
Right.
So it's not that the thought doesn't hit you. I've had thoughts of petty.
100%.
Oh, that's 100%. What we doing now. Oh. Okay. okay. And then I walk away and I'm like, nah, man, don't even. Don't even. It's not even worth it.
Start typing like, oh, what?
Yeah.
They hold the delete button like, I can't say that. Don't say that.
Oh man, I've been in situations where I'm like, you type all of that just to delete it, and I was like, yep, and I feel better.
Right.
I told them off. But I just didn't deliver the message. But I feel better. I have typed messages so long. I'm just going in. And then I read it. You can't send that. You can't do that.
That is not gonna help.
No, that electronic transmission will remain forever.
Forever. Right.
Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Right.
In the court of public opinion.
Listen. I think the next update with the iPhone, they're actually allowing you to delete messages. So that's probably one of the greatest thing, or edit. I think you can delete it or edit it. So there's so much
after it's been sent.
After it's been sent.
Ooh.
After, yeah.
Well, I remember back in the day, you could pull an email back that had an unopened email, and there's still platforms where you can pull an unopened email back. Wow. You can recall it. Yeah, it's called recall, email recall.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo, the number of times that has been done.
Right. Like, you know what? That's not a good idea. Let's not send that. Let's not send that.
Yeah, or you're typing a message. It's funny. You're typing a message to a coworker about a client and accidentally leave the client's email in the chain.
Wow.
And you're like, recall. That's happened. I've been in this environment, corporate America, a long time, and there's a sell price and there's a cost.
Right.
You mess around and send the cost by accident. Woo.
Wow.
You got to eat that. I've seen it. I've seen salespeople lose commission because they didn't pay attention to who was in the distribution on the email, or you didn't realize that the email chain had the client's email in it, or you responded to something and totally missed that the client was on the email.
Wow.
Or or you're forwarding an email and you accidentally hit reply all. Right. You're trying to forward it with a comment. You want to send a nasty comment to a coworker about your boss, and you accidentally hit reply all. That can create some petty.
Yeah,
I'll be right back, man. Somebody keeps calling my phone.
Okay. I'm gonna close it out though. So listen, guys, we appreciate you guys for rocking, hanging with us. Is it back? You good?
Okay, you're closing it out. If you're closing it out, I'm gonna hang in there and then I'll just.
Okay. Okay.
But I was gonna come back.
No, so we can.
I'm leaving. You closing it out. You being petty.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I learned it by watching you. You remember that commercial? No, you probably don't. So definitely appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us on this magnificent Tuesday. I feel like it's Wednesday already, but magnificent Tuesday. Make sure you are sharing, connecting. Make sure you stay connected. Text LW into 84576. Hopefully, we've said something that's helped you get out of pettiness. And it's okay. Like I said, if you have a relationship, a little petty, a little back and forth, but long as you're maintaining your relationship. Sometimes petty can be fun. You're just like, man, you really got to be that petty. It's all right. I got you next time. But you have a good relationship. So sometimes, like you said, playing Uno, a little get back, like, oh, I got you next time. But long as you're not holding a grudge, you're not using all this energy every time somebody walk in the room. Y'all know it, especially with family. I don't know why, but we may talk about that one day. The whole family and the issues and why the pettiness in family. I don't know. And you wonder, like, what? Why are you spending all this energy doing what? So make sure you share. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have a great conversation that hopefully we might have a guest rolling through. I want to talk about the inflation, recession, and the social economics of it, the emotional part of it, which kind of causes some of these issues that we're having in our economy. All right. Prayerfully, I could have them come through, and that's what I wanted to discuss. So make sure you are sharing, talking to other people about Brothers of Legacy. We're doing some great things. So make sure you stay connected. Again, text LWN to 84576. Join our Discord community. And we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. And I think that is it. So be blessed. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Know that we love you. God loves you more. And continue to stay safe. All right? Peace out. No, I hit the wrong button.